A Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, is home to Smackdown tonight, and what a show we've got for you.
Without a doubt, Cole, tonight's show is going to be off the charts.
You know it, partner. The Smackdown superstars are ready for action, and I can't wait to get started. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
This Umaga is a monster, plain and simple. I have no earthly idea why he's allowed to compete on Raw.
Come on, what are you talking about? Don't be such a pansy. I know I'm not the only fan of Umaga's smash-mouth style.
I have no problem with that. As you said many times, this isn't ballet. But I don't think Umaga's here to compete. I think he's here to hurt people as badly as he can.
He slipped out of that one. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Come on, you just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
You're not picking your spot. If you try to execute, I think someone's been taking flying lessons, Taz.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. You saw that one coming.
I'm telling you, Umaga has not been around here for long, but let's face it, he's racked up some impressive victories since he showed up in the WWE.
You're not wrong, partner. He made an impressive debut by utterly destroying the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and nobody's managed to stand in his way for long since then.
That don't surprise me one bit. They call him the Samoan Bulldozer, and let me tell you, that's not just hype. I'll tell you, I've never been in Samoa, but after watching Umaga in action, I'm not in a hurry to go.
You and me both, partner. We've heard that Umaga is one of a kind, and for the sake of the rest of the WWE superstars, let's hope that's true. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, you can't let that break your focus, but that's easier said than done. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got a match to put in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a podcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. And you could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with.
Let me tell you, when a human head meets an announce table like that, the table usually wins.
And I bet the manufacturers of that monitor never intended for the cord to be used like that.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That there, he was one step ahead on that one.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. 1, 2.
Hey, Jeff's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
You know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse and get you about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the...
We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
You know, that's not the thing. Oh, no.
We've seen this before.
We sure have. The Samoan Spike. Oh, man, let me tell you, that's a move that'll take a fight out of you in a heartbeat.
2, 3, 4. I I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Jeez, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family Look out, they're heading to the crowd.
These superstars will take this fight anywhere. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that Smackdown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with Smackdown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd rather have here on Smackdown.
There's so much we don't know about the vicious Samoan bulldozer known as Umaga.
He's 6'4", 350 pounds, and he just as soon tear your head right off your body. What more do you need to know?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
3, 4, 5.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar make the kind of impact that Umaga has ever since coming to the WWE.
Oh, he's made some waves for sure. And when you're this large, it's not hard to do.
6'4" and 350 pounds. He truly lives up to his nickname, the Samoan Bulldozer.
Yeah, and if you get in his way, it don't matter how tough you are. Umaga will flat you like nothing. He's looking to finish over his opponent right here.
And that could do it. The Samoan Spike has claimed many a victim, and we might be able to add one more to the list here tonight. It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked in the Taz mission, that was it, and the story was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. You know, I don't care how bad you want to win the match. The fact of the matter is the human body is only capable of so much. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
Well, right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, and I think it's...
Oh, my God, this could be it.
Oh, man, you're not kidding. I think he just crushed his opponent's throat with that Samoan spike. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
3, 4, 5.
He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table.
Well, I guess it's better than being put through a table, but not by much. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one. I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. This has been brutal, this match so far.
Well, Taz, it's not ballet, you know.
Oh, really, Cole? Gee, here I was wondering what happened to the pointy-toed shoes and the frilly little skirts. You know what? Maybe I should go check the club pivot. He just broke his opponent in half at the table.
He might break the table in half on his opponent.
Man, you end up with... Whoa, that table just flew apart. I'm surprised his opponent didn't, too. Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. And that don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. People call hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what you...
Uh-oh, here it comes.
The Samoan Spike. And that move can crush your windpipe and leave you completely incapacitated.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
5, 6, 7.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch.
This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed. And I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old-school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities. Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with enough, you're going to have a permanent win. And you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's what you ain't gonna see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best. Victory means absolutely everything for these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match? And let's look at these superstars, Taz. This can't go on much longer. Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
Tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be I can't believe he just did that. That's so dirty.
Well, it's like we used to say back in the day, Cole. Rules are like bones. They're made to be broken.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would.
I know exactly